long overdue pregnancy video. If my voice sounds a little bit groggy, it's because it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's spring. I don't know if it's a cold or if it was allergies, but this is just like the lingering of it. I feel great. I don't feel sick. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it's gone. I just haven't gotten my voice back. So if I sound groggy, it's because I am. I do realize that this video is pretty well overdue. Yeah, I tried to do this video a few times and I just felt like I kept rambling. I felt like I wasn't hitting all the marks that I really, really wanted to hit. So this time I wrote everything all down and hopefully it's got a little bit more structure, because yeah, we needed that, because pregnancy brain took over in those other videos and it just went off. This time I have structure, so I'm really, really hoping that helps, because I kind of need it. The first question I got was, how far along are we currently, and when's our due date? So I know I did post the due date, but I always get confused because originally our due date was June 14th. So I constantly have that in my head and I'm like ready to tell people like, oh, my due date's June 14th. And then I have to think about it because they changed it on me. And I have pregnancy brain and mom brain and freaking school brain. And I gotta remember, no, it's not June 14th, it is June 11th. So, yeah. But who knows, Renee was a week late. Maybe this baby will be a couple of days late and make it June 14th. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my head. But yeah, so June 11th, possibly the 14th. But yeah. And we are 30 weeks along. Yeah. Frig. Yeah, so we're over 30 weeks along. Anytime I say it, it just sounds insane. This pregnancy is flown by. Like, I honestly felt as if with Renee, that pregnancy just coasted, and it was kosher, and it was good, and it was smooth sailing, and I felt like I was pregnant for a pretty long time, but not in a bad way. And this one here, I'm like, hi, can I have a minute to just adjust? Can I have a minute to be pregnant and like realize I'm pregnant? But no, time has a different plan because it's just zooming by. But I'm trying to enjoy the parts that I get to enjoy. So, yeah. Yeah, so the second question that I got was similarities and differences. Two different people asked me these questions and I thought I would just throw them in one, obviously. But yeah, the similarities between my pregnancy with Renee and this pregnancy would have to be that, like, they were both pretty easygoing. To be honest with you, they were both easygoing. Everything kind of happened the same way. Like, I don't know. It's hard to pick out the similarities, I feel. Because the things that stand out are the differences. That's the stuff that you kind of look for. Or you're like, whoa, this is different. I don't know what to do with this. Or I've heard of it, but I never went through it with Renee. Or, like, so you kind of stick with those more. Like, those engrave in your head a bit more. Rather than the similarities. So, I don't know. Couldn't tell you very much about the similarities. I really couldn't. But other than the fact that they're both fairly easy pregnancies, I did get a little bit of nausea with both, but I never got sick. Sorry if you did. I'm sorry. I know some of you out there hate me for that, but yeah, I didn't get sick. But to be fair, that's just who I am as a person. I don't get the flu very often. I don't get nauseous very often. And I just don't get sick very often. So, I say that and I might have had a cold before or allergies again, we don't know. But hey. So with a lot of the differences between the two, and there has been quite a few, I never noticed them right off the hop, but I did notice a couple, probably in the second trimester mostly, and that was heartburn. Holy crap, heartburn. So this pregnancy I've got a lot. Like I had way more Tums this pregnancy than I ever did with Renee's. And over like nothing and anything and everything. Yeah, it was weird. But with Renee, nada. I think I had Tums twice. Maybe. Yeah, about twice. So that's probably the biggest one. If this kid doesn't come out with a whole head of hair, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. I hope that's not an urban legend. I hope that's legit, because it should be. It should be. I felt like I went through all of that. There should be a good reason. He should come out with a full head of hair. The other difference would be cravings. This pregnancy, I crave more healthy things, or like home foods, rather than like fast food or takeout or just junk, which I had a lot of that with Renee. Yeah, I had a lot of that with Renee, which I think personally, I think this kind of falls into the next one, which is like how I feel physically. So physically, I do feel like I gained way more weight with Renee, especially head to toe, evenly distributed, but I didn't drink a whole heck of a lot of, like in comparison, a whole heck of a lot of water with Renee, and I didn't eat as healthy. And this one here, I eat way better, way more often in like smaller portions, and I drink way more water. So I feel like that's got a lot of the to-dos, like English, that didn't make sense. I feel like that has a lot to do with just the difference in weight distribution between the two pregnancies. Like that's pretty well it. This one here, I just feel like I have a beach ball in front of me, and it's big and it's in the way. Like that's how I feel with this one. So somebody asked me how the nursery is coming along, and it's getting there, and I'm so freaking excited to show everybody. I'm so freaking excited to get it done. It's almost done. We got all the painting done. We just have to finish off the dresser. We bought it off a buy and sell. It's a beautiful dresser. I love it. But we want to sand the top and paint the top. So we're going to do that eventually. Hopefully get that finished, and then it's just buying like just the little decor and little staple pieces that we want to throw in there. Yeah, and then that's really it. We do have to still transition Renee from her crib to a big girl bed, so we're also doing that too, hopefully before the baby comes, but we'll see. We're also going to be potty training her really quick because she's already kind of doing it herself. So yeah, a lot happening. So we're trying to figure out what's best to do first, the bed or potty training, because it's really beneficial for kids to only go through one big change at a time, and that's a lot for her, especially with a new baby and all these other changes. So I don't want to put too much pressure on her, so I would like to potty train her first, since she's already kind of doing that. So we'll see if the crib will be in his room when we do the nursery video, because there is going to be a video of that. But yeah, like I don't want to push everything too fast for Renee and have her not adjust well to all of it. So I would rather just take our time. Baby doesn't need to be in a crib anytime soon. He's going to be in a bassinet in our room for the first few months anyways. So I'm not worried about it at all. But yeah, so when I do the nursery video, the crib might not be in there. I'm not sure. Guess we'll have to wait and see. So somebody asked us if we had any names picked out, and we do not. I feel like I said this a lot with Renee too. We're stumped on names. We just are. I don't know why. Apparently we suck at names. Because, yeah, no, we don't have any picked out at all. We have a very small list of names that we like-ish. But we're having a very hard time picturing our kid being named those names. Like, we like them, but maybe as like, oh, this is my kid's best friend's name. Like, not, this is our son's name, and I don't know. We didn't get that feeling until Renee was born, so I think I'm just kind of waiting on that too. But like, even then, before Renee was born, we had at least 2 or 3 names that we could picture naming her, and this one here, we just don't. So hopefully that changes, because, you know, time's running out and stuff. But it'll be fine. So the other question that I had was pregnancy must-haves, and I laughed when I saw this come in, because I'm cheap. I'm so cheap. 2, I'm very basic. I don't need a whole lot. So I laughed at this question, not because it was a stupid question, but because I just felt like I couldn't answer, and I felt horrible because I had nothing to give. But there is one. I do have at least one pregnancy must-have, and that would have to be a body pillow. I freaking love my body pillow. If it wasn't for that thing, I'd be so messed up right now. You do not need to spend $160 or whatever on this stupid, expensive, fancy pregnancy pillow. You don't need that. Just buy the $20 one or less than $20 one at freaking Walmart. That's all you need. You just need a body pillow. Third last question I got was, how ready are we? I talked to this person a little bit too. They meant like, how ready are we in terms of like getting everything all ready and stuff like that for the baby, not like mentally. So the answer is not at all. Something happens with your second kid and you just kind of like, all anxiety and worries and that stuff just goes out the window. I literally had everything ready for Renee months before she was born, and I don't know why. I look back at it now and I'm like, wow, that was completely unnecessary. There was no reason for it. And this time I'm just like, nah, it's fine. Even if I was to give birth tomorrow, it'd be fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. But yes, we did order a few things finally. The things that we did want to order, we ordered. We did get a couple through the mail already. Are they cleaned? Are they set up? Are they ready to go? Hell no. Hell no. I do plan on having the hospital bag packed at least 5 weeks in advance. Slowly, like it doesn't need to be packed ready at the door at like 35 weeks, but I do slowly start buying the stuff that I need for postpartum at that time, because you could have the baby early, right? So hospital bag and postpartum stuff I start getting ready around 35 weeks. Everything else, kind of the same thing, it just falls into play after that, like washing your bottles, having them sterilized, in the cupboard, ready to go, all of that kind of stuff. I usually have their clothes washed about a month before they come home. Don't leave them out and about. Put them away, like put them in their dressers or in their closets so that they don't get dusty, or dog hair if you have pets and stuff like that, right? So that kind of stuff. But yeah, other than that, no, we're not ready. We're mentally ready. We're not ready. Yeah. That's good, right? Somebody also asked me, and I really like this question. Someone asked me if I was nervous about having a boy instead of a girl. And honestly, the true answer is 110% not. I am not nervous to have a boy. I think I was more nervous to have a girl. I think I was more nervous to have Renee than I was a boy. And I think the reason why is because I have a little brother. And I think that was probably the biggest thing as to why I'm not nervous. I know that like a lot of siblings right now are probably like, what does that have to do with it? You didn't change your brother's diapers, or you didn't do this and you didn't do that. But like I was there for it. I'm 6 years older than Robert, and I have an incredibly good long-term memory. So I remember everything. I remember my mom being pregnant with Robert. I remember the whole him coming home thing, and every day after that. Yeah, having a good memory doesn't always suit well for people, just so we're clear. Just kidding, I love you. I love you, Robert. No, I do remember all of those things. I remember a lot of the stuff that my mom went through with him. I do remember asking a bunch of questions. So I feel like when it comes to having a boy, I'm just kind of like, I watched my mom do it, and it was fine. He turned out okay. But I don't know. I'm just not nervous about it. I do know there's going to be differences, and I do know there's going to be learning curves, but I think that whether we were having a girl or a boy, it's going to be like that anyway. It's a new baby. It's a new atmosphere. It's something to get used to. So, yeah, I'm not nervous about having a boy. I'm excited, if anything, to go through all those learning curves again. So, yeah. So this last question, I really like. It was really thoughtful. It was so sweet. Somebody asked how Renee is adjusting to everything going on around her, and truth be told, she's doing great. She is absolutely amazing. I couldn't give her more credit. She has handled everything so well. She's very well aware of what's happening. She realizes that there's a baby in mommy's belly, and it's a baby brother, and she loves him already so much, and she loves his room. That might be the challenge, is she can't sleep in his room because she loves his room. But yeah, so I don't know. She's just such a well-adjusted kid, and I couldn't be more grateful for her, and I couldn't be more excited to see how she's going to react. I'm just so excited for all of those changes, and I'm so excited to see her in her element, because I really do believe that she is meant to be an older sister. She is meant to be that caregiver. She's meant to have, like, she just has that heart, and she just has that persona, and I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna cry. But she does. She just is that kid, and she reminds me a lot of myself when I was younger, especially with having a younger brother and younger cousins. She just has that, just that thing, just that thing that makes her an older sibling. So it'll be really nice to see her finally in her element. And I think the other thing too is that I'm not worried about her being adjusted to everything else because of how she's reacting to everything already. Like, we talk to her about every single little thing. We involve her in the process, and she's already adjusting so well. So I don't think we're going to have any problems. Yeah, she's just great. She's amazing. She's going to be good. She's going to be okay. Us, on the other hand, we might not be. We might not be okay. We might not adjust well to 2 kids. Who knows? We'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll take pointers from her for how well adjusted she is. Mom and Dad will take pointers off of the toddler. No, we're all doing really well. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate all of you guys following along and asking questions and being so interactive about it. Makes my life a lot easier, and I also love it a lot. I really do. So yeah, thank you guys very much, and stay tuned. See you guys later. Bye.